this is partly why my theory is that the Titans have never created anything on Azeroth. Ever. The Titans have never created life. They've never created even anything such as a Watcher. I believe that all of these, the Watchers, the constructs, I believe all of these were beings that existed on Azeroth that were then ordered by the Titans. The fact that we specifically know there is no difference between ordered and created as far as the Titans are concerned suggests that almost everything the Titans have built may have just been ordered. And they didn't build jack shit themselves. Essentially, I find that... Oh, just by the way, Father Nuggle, 24 months part of the Degeneration. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. The Titans order a portion of the Emerald Dream, and I quoted it off. There is a part of the Emerald Dream that's meant to be more sacred than the others. Essentially, I find that at the moment, WoW is showing that both sides of Cosmic Forces come from each other instead of being opposite from each other. Light fades to void and vice versa. Spirit decays, so why can't we assume decay returns to spirit? I would say it seems like an old god is a decayed world tree, perhaps even able to return to spirit eventually. Bamnaz, I'm not so sure I agree with the fact that all of them just come from the other. Are we absolutely convinced that that is what the current WoW lore shows us? Jim, how you doing, sir? I'll answer questions in a second. I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that. Do they have connection with each other? Absolutely. Right? They absolutely. No, we don't know that. Bamdas. According to the official lore we have, Foul is the result of light and void clashing fiercely. This created the Twisting Nether, and the Twisting Nether is the realm of Foul. My theory is that the Titans are full of shit. Right, but that's just my theory. My theory is that Arcane, when it becomes unstable, becomes Foul. But that's just a theory. As far as I know, there's no evidence in WoW that really points to that. So I like what you're saying because it confirms my theory, right? But it is just a theory, and we have to remember that. I think the Titans have lied about the origins of everything, but it's just my thinking at the moment, at least. Void, which are essentially a duality. Yeah, but now this changes things. Because you just said to me, we know that Foul comes from Arcane, and now you say, well, actually, yeah, literally everything light and void. There you go. But that's weird now. No, because if it doesn't come from Arcane, then it means that the theory that all of the cosmic forces are actually just connected to each other, it doesn't make sense because it turns out only the light and the void really is connected to each other. The others are not connected to it. Also, there's no other evidence that shows that light or arcane or death even comes from the light and the void. So I don't know. I think if that is the case, it would be very interesting lore. Definitely very interesting, and I have no problem with that. But it would also be very confusing. I think a lot of people would be very confused because you'd have to create like layers and layers of explanations in order to help the player base understand how actually the original forces is the light and the void. Then from these forces came the other forces, the other cosmic forces, but the other cosmic forces are kind of equal to the two grand forces in some way. No one knows why. And together they make up the 6 forces that govern the universe. I don't know. It sounds very difficult to sell. Have we seen any other Naru effects? I mean, we know life and death can go back and forth. No, only the Naru. And it is important to remember the Naru's origin is very much incredible. I would caution everyone against using what happens to Naru as a way of extrapolating or imposing that upon the greater cosmological universe. Because I feel like the Naru's origins are very questionable. And it feels like it's dangerous to simply go, oh, but they must be connected to each other. I don't know if I would absolutely agree with that, if I'm honest with you. I think there's a greater chance that whatever they are, they're not of the light originally. That would be a much easier way of explaining the Naru. Red, how you doing, sir? Good morning to you. Very happy to have you here. Aston, how you doing, sir? But yeah, at least for me, that's the one that makes more sense. On the Naru forged, or am I making that up? Well, we don't know anything about the Naru origin. We know the Naru claim to serve the light. We know that Xal'atath says that the Naru are from the same place that Xal'atath is, because she calls them brothers and sisters who have lost their way, and they will return to the masters in time. So clearly, from Xal'atath's perspective, the Naru were not always servants of the light. The Naru, on the flip side of things, seem to be very much happy with the idea that they have always been servants of the light. Reddit, I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate that. Kind of excited to suspect that Yrel is going to do a reverse WAD and invade us in the name of the light. Yep. But I don't know if that's going to happen this expansion, though. But I do think that is coming. Magic forced by death becomes... Kanal, how you doing, sir? Magic forged by death becomes necrotic energy, and shaped by the light becomes holy energy. Aston, so I see how magic forged by death becomes necrotic energy, but... Oh, no, never mind. I see what you mean there. You mean magic forged by death becomes necrotic, but magic forged by light becomes holy light. Yeah, okay, that I agree with. Barrel Scrub, how you doing, sir? Maybe the Naru consider that their conversation from the void is their birth, their conversion. Or they just don't remember. If I am correct about my theories around the Watchers and the constructs that the Titans twisted and morphed, it is possible that upon creating the Earthen, for example, or ordering the Earthen, really, they also wipe their memories, right? So it is possible that even the Naru, who were once beings of void, or servants of the void, when the light captured them and turned them into these light crystals that we see from the Naru, they also removed their memories. So they basically started clean that way. I mean, what better way to have an enemy? You have an enemy that constantly wants to escape and rejoin his own side, but what if you just said, fuck it, let's wipe our prisoner's memories and make our prisoner think that our prisoner is just part of us. That way, your prisoner will never leave, right? Thank you so much for the 5 bits, by the way, Gunner. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Gunnery, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. The Naru feel like they are beings that were taken over by the light, same as Lothraxion, the Nathrazim. Radiate, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you. Thank you. The same as Lothraxion, the Nathrazim was lighted. Similar outcomes to Titans ordering things. If the Titans can make something into order. I agree with that. Oh, shit. Radiated with the Prime sub. Really appreciate you, sir. Thank you. And welcome to the most degenerate chat on Twitch. Thank you. I can get behind that, Aston. One of the first Naru to be forged here during the Great Ordering of the Cosmos. On natural beings to begin with. Yeah, but the Naru may actually really not know where they come from originally, right? Which would actually be, at least in my opinion, I think would be a pretty cool, let's say, origin for the Naru. But to be here more, but I work at 6 a.m. Oh, Reddit, I'm sorry to hear that, but also very happy to have you here. I usually stream at this time of the day anyways, and then I stream till about 5 o'clock or so my time. So yeah, I hope to see you here more often if work allows, right? But thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate you, sir. The money definitely always helps, so I really appreciate that. Moni, how you doing, sir? What other beings we know of that are in a state of fluctuating energy? Most were wiped out, and the ones that are here are one bandage pull away from dissipating. See, Vengeance, what beings are you referring to? Every time they come out, Reddit, and I appreciate that a lot. You guys have no idea how much your support means, like how awesome it is. Like, if I can take a moment to be a little bit soppy and sappy, and I promise I'm not going to do the whole, tear jerking bullshit, but there is something that I think viewers don't always appreciate when it comes to what they mean to a content creator. When I put out videos and I see people commenting, dude, best video ever, or man, thank you so much, you helped me get through my workday, or people just engaging and being like, oh, but did you think about this? And I can hear how excited they are about the video that I just made because my video inspired a bunch of their theories to come out. That makes it worth it, right? Like, even if I put out a video and the video only gets like 4K views, right? And I say only, that to me is great views. I mean, 4,000 people decided to listen to me. That's fuck ton of views, right? But even if it doesn't get like 100,000 views, if I open my comment section and I see that there were like 50 people that really enjoyed the video, and they started speculating in the video, they started talking about what I said in the video, that alone makes that video worth it for me. Like, it doesn't even matter how many views the video gets or doesn't get or any bullshit. It just, that makes me happy. But yeah, like that. Obviously, super chats also help, and subscriptions help. All of that shit helps, and it does make me feel good. But the point I'm trying to make is it's the really tiny things that make such a big difference. Like the tiniest little thing. Just someone typing and saying, some of you do this, and you fucking guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. But some of you will go comment for the algorithm. You don't have shit to say, but you're trying to help out. You like my content enough that you go, yeah, I'll leave a comment for the algo here. That way, the algorithm thinks this is, the algorithm should push this to more people. Just that, right, makes me smile and go, fuck yeah, man. This guy rocks. I like this. So I want to thank all of you for being here and always hanging out with me. And even though I'm a very flaky streamer, there's some of you fuckers that are always here when I am live. So I really appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate you for watching my videos and for supporting the channel. And Michael, thank you so much for the $10. That really goes a long way. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.